What's going on? It's your boy Tunnel Vision. We are back. It's the morning. I'm tired as F, man. Woke up mad early. Damn, man. I feel like shh. But gotta get this work done real quick and be out as soon as possible. Before, let's do this video real quick, man. So, Eddie Hearn, man. Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? UK fans, I guess, are upset a little bit. You know what I mean? They're like, this pay-per-view that's going to be going on in a couple of weeks. It's not the normal price when it comes to the fans for the UK. It went from, I think, 1995 euros to now they're paying like 25 euros for the fight coming up. And the fans are pissed and they're upset about it. You know, they're talking about how, Anthony Joshua is all about just the money and they're just trying to get that bread and that's their only focus and it's not the fans. And they're upset. And people can't understand. Some people can't understand, like, why would you be upset, especially people from the United States? Like, what are you upset about? It's $25. You know what I'm saying? Over here, in the United States, we pay $75. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the bigger fights, we pay $100. And I think if you're from the United States, you can't look at it from that point. You got to understand that what you're used to paying is completely separate and different from what they're going through. It's kind of like in Puerto Rico or in Hawaii. There's going to be a lot of goods where they pay substantially more over there than we do, let's say, in the inland, just due to the fact that that extra travel that they got to do to get them those shipments bumps up the price. Like, I know there's certain cars where, you might be paying, 10, 20, plus thousand, especially when it comes to a place like Puerto Rico. There's certain high-end cars where you got to pay, like, if you're talking about Bentleys and stuff like that, where you got to pay like extra $80,000. You know what I'm saying? So if the price goes up 25% for us, they're not gonna care. They're like, yo, what are you yapping about? Look at what I gotta pay for it. Or if you look at like what the hell do you call it? If you look at housing, you can have somebody up in Texas screaming about, damn, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm pissed. I paid $250,000 for this 3,000 square foot house. You know what I'm saying? Where if I had got it when the market was down, I could have got it for $150,000. Now I'm over here paying $250,000, man, for this 3,300 square foot home. Somebody in New York gonna look at you like, Negro, please, I gotta pay $800,000 for that same damn house. What are you talking about? With a whole lot less acreage. Like, what are you talking about? What are you crying about? You know what I'm saying? That's nothing compared to what I gotta pay over here. Not to mention the taxes I gotta pay. Not to mention the amount of money I gotta pay for goods and things of that nature over here. It's like, get out. I'm not trying to hear that. But you gotta understand what they're used to and what their normal life is. It just happens to be different from yours. So we can't, if I'm from the United States, we can't look at it through our frames. You know what I'm saying? From the 75, we can't look at it through our frames. It's the same thing as if Showtime or let's say ESPN went up to $20 or let's say $30 a month, and people got upset by that. You know what I'm saying? By the fact that it went up to $30 a month. People in the UK gonna look at you like you crazy. They're gonna look at you and say, please, we play over $100, 100 euros a month for Sky Sports. You crying about it going up, what's it called? What's going up to $30? We gotta pay $100 for Sky Sports every month. Like, get out of here. They're not trying to hear it. So, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that, look at it from their frame of mind. They're used to only paying 19 euros. And now they're bumping up the price to 25. And then what exasperates the situation and makes it worse is the things that Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua used to always say. Anthony and Joshua and Eddie Hearn, they used to say, hey, it's all about the fans. They turned down the deal from Deontay Wilder. They said because at the end of the day, it wasn't about the money. They said they weren't going to sell their souls. He wasn't going to sell his belt. He wasn't going to sell his soul for money. You know what I'm saying? He said it was about the fans, that he wanted the biggest fight in boxing to be in the UK, where his fans can see that fight. And if he has to take less money, then so be it. That's why he turned out about a deal where he would have got $50 million guaranteed up front and then $30 million guaranteed for the rematch with, you know what I'm saying, 50-50 split down the middle after, they reached a threshold of $100 million. He turned that down because he said it wasn't about the money. And this is at a time when they said that fight in the UK is only worth $40 million. or 40 million euros or whatever it is. And then after saying that, they already made it worse by coming to the United States to fight. Because after saying that, after that, he said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying in the UK. So we have a good thing going on over here. The fans support us. Why would I leave? He said, why would I leave? But when the zone gave him that money, the zone gave him that check, he bounced. He went straight to the US after saying he wasn't going to do it. That he was going to stay in the UK because the UK has been loyal to him. He goes to the United States for the check. You know what I'm saying? Then he had a cherry pick going wrong, obviously. Got beat. And then now he gets put into a situation where now, you got one of the biggest fights coming up in UK history. One of the biggest fights. And what do? They move it to Saudi Arabia. Because Saudi Arabia, was giving them the biggest upfront check. So now, not only once, but now twice, once again, it's been all about them making money. Them stacking up their bread, them putting checks in their pockets. And then now on top of that, now they're also going to increase the fight, the amount of pay-per-view that they pay. So this is also because of that, because they believe that, this champion's about us. This guy's about us. He has love for us. You know what I'm saying? He's showing that he cares about us. And we're supporting him. So they gave him all that support. They gave him all that love. 80, 90,000 people coming to see him on a regular basis. Them paying those pay-per-views, paying 19 whatever every single pay-per-view against low-tier competition, by the way. This low-tier competition he's fighting. I love every single fight Anthony Joshua has had would not have been a pay-per-view in the United States. Not a single one, even if he had them in the United States. Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua is the first fight that Anthony Joshua could have actually put in the United States as a pay-per-view, and it actually did numbers. It's the first one. He didn't used to even do viewership numbers when it came to Showtime showing these fights. You know what I'm saying? Gervonta Tank Davis out here fighting nobodies and getting hundreds of thousands of views more than Anthony Joshua used to get on Showtime. And he's fighting nobodies. You know what I'm saying? So this is the first fight that actually would have been a fake pay-per-view in the United States. Yet everybody in the UK been paying it. They've been paying those pay-per-views anyway. And now when it comes up to this fight, which is going to be probably one of the biggest probably in UK history, what they do, they jipping the fans again and saying, hey man, we're going to tax you, baby. We're going to tax you. We already played you. We already went against everything that we said we were going to do, for you. We already proved that everything that we said when it came to you guys was total BS. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the mighty dollar. It's all about the money. And now we're going to tax you. You're going to have to pay that extra bread. So there's a lot of different things that accumulates to the point where those fans are getting mad. Not to mention the exodus of fighters. All the top fighters have just left the UK. UK showed them all this love, all of them the support, and they all left. So, I can't blame them for being pissed off and being mad. But hey, man, it is what it is. Like, subscribe, share. I'm out.